Hey Glam Fam, Linwood here with my beautiful daughter.
Hi.
Her name is Alexzandria. Today we're going to be talking to you guys all about sandy brown hair and how to help it grow longer, because Zan, as you guys can see, has sandy brown hair, and people have asked us on multiple occasions, especially when her hair is flat ironed. It is down to, I'd say, about the middle to low portion of her back here. Now, if you have sandy brown hair or a baby with sandy brown hair, you know it's very prone to dryness. So we wanted to share a few tips, tricks, and techniques with you to help you guys have healthier hair in the long run. Oh my gosh, that's good. So today I'm drinking caramel macchiato.
I got grape juice.
Otherwise known as grape juice, because we only drink bougie drinks in this family. We'll get around to that in just a minute, okay?
Okay, Dad.
Alright, so the first of which is you want to keep in mind that sandy brown hair does not have any melanin, and it's not protected from the sun. So basically what melanin is what gives your hair, your skin, your eyes, all their pigment. And so basically what it does, it acts as a protectant to the sun. This is why you see people who have fairer skin tend to burn a lot easier because they have less melanin in there, or they have more of a pheomelanin instead of a eumelanin, which is a whole different lesson. Anyway, so you want to make sure that you are keeping in mind that this hair is high porosity, which means it's going to have more gaps in the cuticle, it's going to be more thirsty all the time, and you're constantly going to be battling to keep moisture in. Now, in our instance, Zan tends to sweat in her head, and on top of that, she has eczema, so we have to be really careful about our product choices with her. That being said, let's dive right in. First of which is, since this hair is high porosity, we're going to be using some of Shea Moisture's high porosity line. I love this shampoo. It is excellent. It has apple cider vinegar in it to help keep the pH balance nice and low, which means it helps out with detangling as well as ensuring that hair has nice shine. We also condition her with the high porosity mask that Zan is holding here, and we do this on about a weekly basis with her. I will tell you guys, with high porosity hair, it is more prone to having those gaps in the cuticles and those cuticles being wide open. So when you're deep conditioning, oftentimes you don't need to put it under heat. You can just get a plastic cap. Do I have a plastic cap up here? I don't. Where's my plastic cap at? Stand by. Alright, so you just want to put a plastic cap like this, boom, right on that head when you're conditioning. And that way you can ensure that it's covered. Let the heat from the scalp do its job. And we leave that on there for anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're not going to get much more conditioning done. Alright, now let's say it's been a busy week and you've been on the go, your baby's been sweating in her head, things like that. Halfway through the week, a lot of times we will co-wash her hair. Now I'll do a whole separate video about the purpose of co-washing, but basically we do this just to keep her balance high. This does not take the place of shampooing her hair because I still need to get it clean, but I also need to raise her moisture balance.
And there is also another number line.
A lot number, yes. That's so if you have any problems with it, they know when you contact them to tell them which lot it came from. That way they can make sure to get rid of everything that was bad. Okay. So, if for some reason you don't have the high porosity line and you have another conditioner that you really like, for instance, this one here, which is the Porosity Moisture Regimen. I know it came out of the shower. It's still got some water on it. I use it a lot. You just wipe it on your pants. It's just water. It's fine. This is the Porosity Moisture Rich Mask, and I absolutely love it for moisture, but it's not as great for high porosity hair. So what you want to do is grab a little Tupperware container, like this baby here, and then just put a touch of apple cider vinegar into that container with your conditioner and give it a good stir. By the way, you guys can see we use a lot of apple cider vinegar in this house. It is fantastic for all sorts of things, from digestion to cleaning to helping out with high porosity hair and so on and so forth. The more you know. Anyway, so you would do the same step with that as you would with the high porosity mask. Let that conditioner sit on there. Now, whenever you are rinsing conditioner, make sure you rinse with cool water. Not cold, cool. The reason why you want to rinse with cool water is because it helps to close down the cuticles, and a lot of people don't realize your cuticles react to pH balance. They react to heat as well as coolness. So you want to keep in mind, and chemicals as well as heat. So you want to keep in mind that when you are rinsing products, you want to rinse them with cool water. It helps to close those cuticles down, which means less tangling and knotting for you later. Now, this is one of my favorite leave-in conditioners that we have for her, which is, I know, that's either you or your sister.
That's Mom.
Which, if you guys can see here, this is just a Sally's brand leave-in conditioner. I really like it because you can tell a difference in terms of the moisture. It does have a couple silicones in it, but they are water soluble, so they're just fine. And it helps out with detangling this hair. Did you have something you wanted to say?
My mom, she put these sticker earrings on, which is my sticker earrings, and I can't believe she did that. And why would my mom even put these on there?
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to Zan, she's clearly Zan in terms of offense. So let's put this down. Alright, moving right along, you'll notice that high porosity hair, aka sandy brown hair in this instance, is going to be more prone to tangling. So after we have shampooed and conditioned and rinsed with cool water and put in our leave-in, a lot of times we'll want to go back with a light oil. I love light oils because they help out with detangling. They don't cause a gunk on the hair. So like castor oil would be horrible for this. But in this instance, we're using jojoba oil, which if you don't know, jojoba oil is considered a luxury quality oil. You can also use almond oil or avocado oil, are both excellent choices. Grapeseed is a fantastic choice if you're looking for something a little bit lower on the price end of the spectrum. Now, the nice thing about that is not only does it help out with detangling, but it also helps out with maintaining the moisture balance because it creates a little bit of a barrier on the hair without creating a heavy buildup on the hair like some heavier oils like shea butter, mango butter, things like that can on the hair, which we don't really need unless I'm doing like a twist out or something like that where I really want to make sure there's a barrier for moisture protection on the hair. Now let's say you're looking for a moisturizing styling cream. You can use this one here. This is the Beautiful Textures Moisture Butter. It smells magnificent. It has a nice consistency. Here's a new smell. I don't know if you guys can see it there, but it really is, well, it's actually a little softer than butter. It's very, very nice. And it's fantastic for keeping that moisture balance nice and high. It is one of my favorite over-the-counter products. It's not extremely expensive and it is wonderful. If you guys are going to be using a gel, make sure that the gel that you're using is free of SD alcohol and isopropyl alcohol. Usually on her, I'll use the Extreme Gel. You guys have seen me use it before. I absolutely love it because number one, it's very affordable. Number two, you get a large amount of it. And number three, I don't have any issues with it flaking. And of course, it's also alcohol and protein free, which in this instance, I really don't need protein. I need as much moisture as possible. Now, in terms of sleeping routines, as you guys can see, Zan is prepping for here. We actually had a custom made satin bonnet just for her head size. You can get them done on Etsy, things like that. You know, just so that way it's shaped for a kid's head size. And you want to pop that on and model it for him? Mm-hmm. So the nice thing about this is when her hair is out and it's like in its natural state without any braids, anything like that, it allows us to go ahead and pop it on and it fits within the cap. The nice thing about having them custom made is the shiny side, which is a bit smoother, is on both the inside and the outside, so that way you don't have to worry about whichever way you put it on. It gives optimum protection either way. Okie dokie, so let's say her hair is in a style like it is now. Then we wouldn't be using this. Instead, we would be using a scarf like so, which we would then tie onto her head. So in that instance, we are able to keep that hair flat as possible so that way we don't have as many flyaways around here. The nice thing about satin is that it's not an absorbent material. Well, it is, but it has a much lower absorbency rate than things like cotton, which most pillowcases, thank you, Sam, which most pillowcases are made out of, and thirsty fabrics will drink up the moisture in your hair. So you want to keep in mind, whether you're high porosity or not, using a satin pillowcase like her pillowcase here, using a satin cap like this one here, or a satin scarf like that one there, or if you're a wild sleeper like me, I have satin sheets, so that way no matter what, my head is covered and this hair and these coils stay juicy. Of course, we do try to limit the amount of heat that we use on her hair, and from there, that is pretty much it. So we've gone through all of our products that we have here. I know it's been a ton of information, so if you got lost anywhere along the way, feel free to watch this again, and please share this with somebody who has sandy brown hair or someone who has a baby with sandy brown hair that they're looking to grow their hair quite a bit better. Now, last and final bonus tip is ensure that you are getting this hair trimmed regularly. Split ends will travel like crazy, and especially because this hair is very prone to dryness, it's going to be more prone to split ends and breakage. So if you have a child that has, let's say, darker hair or a looser coil pattern, you'll notice that they don't need trimming quite as frequently as your baby with sandy brown hair does. It's just the nature of the beast. I apologize, but it is what it is. And if you leave those split ends there, you're going to have more split ends, which leads to more tangling, which leads to more breakage, which leads to more split ends, and you'll never see growth. So start off by getting that hair trimmed up if you're noticing that there are split ends that are present in the hair.
And I am able to make a pizza with these.
Oh, she can make a pizza with these. I hope that this video has been super informative. If so, let us know by giving us a thumbs up, by hitting the subscribe button, or by leaving us a comment in the comment box down below. Until next time, you guys, take care, God bless, stay glam, and you know we love you, boo.
Bye.
Thank you, Zan. Mwah. I love you.